Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collinwood. And what am I here to do today? I'm here to defend Robert Pattinson playing Batman. That's right. Don't adjust your channel. Don't change your goddamn channel. Don't flip the knob. Stay right here. Look, I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Twitter. Hell, I've seen it on Messenger. People just outright bitching about Robert Pattinson. And I'm not here to MF you, to call you an idiot. None of that. I'm here to simply say typecasting can be the biggest bitch. And this isn't the first Batman to really be typecast. You want to go all the way back? How about go all the way back to Michael Keaton? Michael Keaton was typecast. Every critic that could take their shot at Keaton, you're casting Mr. Mom, you're casting the guy who does more comedy / drama and has never done action to play an action hero, to play a comic book hero, to play billionaire Bruce Wayne who broods like a motherfucker. You're casting him. And that's what people were saying back in the 80s too. And guess what? He proved them wrong. Because why? He could sell, he could act. But, I must say, Robert Pattinson getting ready to be Batman, even though people say, well, he is Batman, he signed on. He hasn't even put on the outfit yet. And this guy is slowly becoming, or has become, more maligned than Busta Rhymes playing Freddie Harris. And it's insane. I mean, okay, I'm going to use a great example. George Clooney is a great actor. No doubt, right? He admits in several interviews that he's given, he didn't do a good job playing Batman. That he did not research the role as Batman. So right there, here's somebody who had the credentials of an actor, wasn't picked apart by critics, yet does a shitty job, drops the ball, right? Look, I get it. I didn't like the Twilight movies either, and I've said this to everybody. Me and Daniel Culver, shout out to him, shout out to Killenberg, we were talking about this when we were throwing our Batman discussion around, that Robert Pattinson playing Batman isn't Robert Pattinson. Him playing Batman and then playing Edward Cullen, they're two different characters. He and Daniel Culver said this, shout out to him. If you ask him, if you say to him, well, Edward Cullen isn't a vampire, he'll agree with you. Look, he took the role to get his foot in the door. And guess what? He wasn't the only one auditioning for the goddamn role. He just happened to get it. That could have been any actor. I think more people are using the Edward Cullen hashtag, the sparkle thing. Shout out to Jeff Polichik, who said, I hope he doesn't sparkle. And I get Jeff's joke, and I like that. Here's the thing, look, just because we don't need to typecast him as Edward Cullen and rip him to shit for trying to become a different for trying to show his acting range. It's premature to sit here and say, well, he won't be a great Batman. The same thing was being said about Michael Keaton all those years ago. No, I'm not comparing him to Michael Keaton, but he's even getting worse than what Keaton got, and that's insane to think, just because he took a role that none of us liked. And look, for people who know me, you guys know I'm a huge Dark Shadows fan, and know that I told you guys I've watched 2 of the Twilight movies, and I was done. I could not stand them. But I don't hate Patrick Robinson for that. That's not my thing to do. I don't like his character, but that was the character he played. I can't sit here and say he'll be a bad Bruce Wayne or a bad Batman. That has yet to remain to be seen, and we won't know that until the movie comes out. I think everybody just jumped the shit on him, and shit on him is insane. It almost makes me think of how what if Halloween Resurrection was made today. People would probably be jumping and shitting on Busta Rhymes even harder without even seeing him. And I think it's so interesting when you get, again, I call it typecasting. I think most are just typecasting Robert Pattinson. Oh, he's Edward Cullen. He's Edward Cullen. He's Edward Cullen. Well, no, he's not Edward Cullen. He played a character called Edward Cullen. It's sort of like, okay, if you took Johnny Depp and you said, well, he's Captain fucking Jack Sparrow. Well, no, he played Captain Jack Sparrow, but he's been many other characters like Edward Scissorhand, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, Sweeney Todd. Look, an actor's job is to sell you their character. And will Robert Pattinson, will he do a good job? I don't know. That has yet to remain to be seen. But I think everybody to just flat out... I don't sit here and think they're trying to be mean. I think it's just typecasting. And look, he's not the only person to be typecast. And I'm going to make this point too, and I made this point earlier. Bruce Willis was considered, what, a comedic actor. He did Moonlighting, he did Hudson Hawk, and Hudson Hawk was even before Die Hard. Those movies are more funny than action, but when you get to Die Hard, many people were saying Bruce Willis would not be an action star, and guess what? He proved them wrong. I think we need to say one thing. Don't put the cart before the horse, fellas, because you just never know what might happen. And that's where I'll leave this video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Look, I'm not trying to stir the fray or start the shit. I just think typecasting the actor who's now going to become Batman is a bit premature. I'm not saying I'm in favor of Robert Pattinson being Batman, by no means. I think they could have done... And here's where I'm at before I sign off on this. I would have rather them stay the course and do Old Man Bruce Wayne. That's where they were headed to me with Ben Affleck. Could they have just casted an actor similar to Affleck's age and gone down that road? Sure. But that's not Robert Pattinson's fault that they didn't. So, and that's where I'll leave this video. Alright guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and peace out.